So this is on trail day 126, Saturday, November 7th, 2020. We had quite a few people come into the shelter last night after dark, but getting an early start. Well, early compared to a lot of days. This was just 9:30, so we should get to 15 miles in before dark. Our first view of the day. Not too bad. That's the last mountain come across yesterday afternoon. But the climb's been going pretty good. It's nice and switchback, so you can just stroll along pretty much like normal. I've been climbing uphill pretty much all morning. It's almost 1 o'clock. Got like 10 miles to go. We get up to the top of the hill and there's this long rock wall. Somebody spent a lot of time moving off. So that's the trail going north. And this is the trail going south. Almost to the top of Humpback Mountain. Well, that'll be the end of most of the climbing for the day. You can usually tell I'm getting close to the top. The switchbacks start getting shorter and the climb starts getting steeper. But there was some rock ledges over there I saw coming up. You could see through the trees. There's a bunch of buzzards perched up there. So I don't know if the trail's going to go by that or not. We'll see shortly though. All the buzzards circling. This wasn't the rocks I saw them on, but it's a little hazy today. Oh, I'm going to stop here and take a lunch break. It's a pretty cool view. So I've got about 4.5 miles left. And it's almost 5 o'clock. It's been kind of slow going. The trail's gotten very rocky. all these rocks under these leaves slow you down a little bit. And the sun's going to set in like 10-15 minutes. And then we'll have like 45 more minutes of daylight. So it's probably going to be dark when I get there. Which will be alright. Although it is a Saturday night. The shelter might be busy, I don't know. I hear water. I just drank the last of my water, so I need to check and see if there's any more between here and where I'm going. I may need to filter some. So I didn't need any water there. I come just a little bit further. Here's this waterfall. Well, supposed to be some more water in 1.5 miles, so I'll stop there. So it got dark enough for the headlamp, and I come across the last water source. So I went ahead and drank about a half a quart. Got 2 quarts to go. There's 3 more miles. It says in 0.8 miles at the Blue Ridge Pkwy. There's a trash can. I only have 1 day's worth of trash, but if it's there, I'm going to throw it away. Taking 2 quarts with me, just in chance, because there's been some signs today saying no camping for the next mile, etc. But I have not seen any of those lately. So I'm close enough to the shelter in the next 1.5 miles. If I happen to spy a good camp spot for my hammock, I can call it a day. If I don't see one in like the next 1.5 miles, I'll just push on to the shelter. It's not late in the day, it's almost 6:30. So I still get there 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's not too bad. And then we'll have another 15-mile day tomorrow to the priest. Hopefully I can get up a little earlier tomorrow. I did pretty good today, but if I get up a little earlier tomorrow, I'd get there before dark. Just all these rocks today. It hasn't been a nice smooth trail it was through the park. Which is no surprise. But we'll see where we end up. It was an owl. And of course when I turn the camera on, it's going to stop. I think it was a hoot owl. I don't know, it kind of made a different noise. May have been a screech owl. I guess it's going to be all quiet now. Oh well, that was kind of cool anyway. So we made it to Three Ridges Mountain. This is the parking area on the side of the Blue Ridge Pkwy. It's completely empty. And there's a garbage can. And a picnic table. And I'm going to throw away some trash real quick. So I'm at the Three Ridges Gap. And there is a ton of cars parked here. I'm 1.7 from the shelter. And it says there's a tent site in 0.8. So, since I have plenty of water, if that tent site is vacant by chance, I may just post up there. I don't know why all the cars are parked there. But the shelter might be a little busy. Being this only 2 miles from the parking area, it'd be a good place for somebody to go just for the day. Stay the night and then pack out the next. So we'll just see. Right, so according to Gut Hooks, I'm about 1.1 miles from the shelter. The trail is right there, but there's a tent spot here. Maybe not super good for tents. It's a little rocky. Oh, fire pit there. So I think I'm going to call it a day here. There's no one here, so have a nice quiet place to camp. It is kind of on a ridge, so it's going to have a little more of a breeze, but we have no storms in the forecast, so I suppose it'll be alright. Just put my tarp up and it'll be good. So, well, that's it for today. We'll head south again in the morning.